NATO Battle Royale. I feel like this is the exact opposite of what the Alliance was made for. Well, anyways, the first place eliminated is Spain. Wow, literally no one expected that. Don't worry, guys. Spain still exists, just without the S. Next out is Iceland. Congrats to the world's safest country for being the second place eliminated. Fun fact, their capital Reykjavik is home to about 60% of the Icelandic population. And last out today is Albania. Due to their recent decline in birth rate, only about 3 million people live in this nation. They also have, in my opinion, one of the best flags. Anyways, who do you want to win? NATO Battle Royale. First out this time is Belgium. If you didn't know, their capital, Brussels, is actually the official capital of NATO. They also hold the record for the longest time without a government. Next out today is Slovakia. Well, there goes the place that has over 6,000 caves. It's also the geographical center point of Europe. And last out today is the United Kingdom. The wheel has at last accomplished world peace. If only Ireland were here to see this. Anyways, who are you rooting for? NATO Battle Royale. First out today is Poland. This is not a good day for the birthplace of vodka. You know, I don't know if I'm just crazy, but I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. Next out is Italy. In 1946, these guys held a referendum to abolish their monarch. It succeeded, and to this day, they are officially known as the Repubblica Italiana. And last out is Estonia. Random fact of the day, over half of Estonia's land is covered by forests. There goes our first Baltic nation. Anyways, who do you think will win? NATO Battle Royale. First out today is Hungary. In the 1940s, these guys experienced the worst hyperinflation ever recorded in history. It was so bad that when they adopted the new national currency, the forint, it was equal to 400 octillion pango, the previous national currency. Next out is Canada. Their 5,525-mile-long border with the US is the world's longest international border. They also have the highest education rate out of any nation. And last to go is Norway. Believe it or not, Norway and North Korea are only separated by one country. Norway is also home to the North Cape, the northernmost point of mainland Europe. Anyways, who are you rooting for? NATO Battle Royale. First out today is Montenegro. Pretty recently, these guys were actually a part of Serbia. However, after 55.5% of Montenegrins voted to separate in 2006, they declared independence and became a nation. The next place out is France. This is it for the home of Emmanuel Macron, the current president of France. He was actually just re-elected after defeating Marine Le Pen a month ago in their election. And last out is Greece, the land of Plato, Pythagoras, Poseidon, and the Parthenon. Sayonara to the birthplace of democracy. Anyways, which nations are you rooting for? NATO Battle Royale. First out today is Portugal. Other than Ronaldo, they're also famous for having the second oldest capital city in Europe. Lisbon was founded over 3,000 years ago by the Phoenicians and later the Greeks. The next place out is Bulgaria. Speaking of ancient European cities, Plovdiv, Bulgaria is by far the oldest city in Europe, dating back to around 6000 BC. Bulgaria is also the famed birthplace of Cyrillic script. And last to go today is Slovenia. This is it for the first nation to declare independence from Yugoslavia. And of course, they're also the home of Luka Doncic. Anyways, which nations do you not want to win? NATO Battle Royale. First out today is Turkey. Back in December, the Turkish government began the move to change their official name in English to Turkey. After months of requests, the UN officially recognized Turkey's new name just last week actually, so start getting used to it. The next place out is Luxembourg. Despite being only 998 miles in size, they have the highest GDP per capita worldwide. They're also famous for having the highest minimum wage in the EU. And last to go today is the United States. Okay, wow, speaking of rich countries, you know what this means. Denmark now owns all of America. I'm sure all Americans are ecstatic about being under Danish rule. Anyways, which nations are you hoping will get the furthest? NATO Battle Royale. First out today is Czechia. Their breakup with Slovakia in 1993 was one of the only peaceful breakups in Europe's history. Adios to the 7th safest country to live in. The next place out is Latvia. At about 100 meters in width, these guys are home to Europe's widest waterfall. Their official language, Latvian, is also one of the oldest European languages. And last out today is Germany. It seems that East Prussia has fallen once again. In a 1963 speech in West Berlin, US President JFK said the words, "I am a Berliner," in German. What he didn't know is that in West Berlin, the word Berliner literally meant jelly-filled donut. So to the crowd, what he had said was, "I am a jelly-filled donut," which made for a hysterical day. Anyways, which nation do you want to win? NATO Battle Royale semifinals. First out today is Lithuania. In the year 1387, Lithuania converted to Christianity, making it the newest country in Europe to do so. Sayonara to the last Baltic nation. The next place out is North Macedonia. Their capital, Skopje, is often referred to as the City of Statues. The reason for this name is due to the government's repopulation of the city with statues after 80% of it was destroyed by an earthquake in 1963. And last to go today is the Netherlands. Formerly known as Holland, they have the world's oldest national anthem that's still in use. It's known as Wilhelmus, and it was written around the mid-1500s. Anyways, we're now left with 3 nations: Denmark, Croatia, and Romania, but only one will come out victorious. Place your bets on which place will win. NATO Battle Royale finale. The 3rd place spot goes to Romania. Romania is the famed home of the Palace of the Parliament, also known as the heaviest building on Earth. At about 9 billion pounds, the reason for its immense weight is the sheer size of the building, which is a whopping 4 million square feet. With that, we're now left with 2 nations. This is it, right here here right now. Vikings and Pannonians, West and East, Copenhagen and Zagreb, Denmark and Croatia. Let's find out who will be the winner. And last out is Denmark. The hegemony of the glorious Legoland Empire has been defeated. This means that now all of NATO is under the reign of the triumphant and vigorous Croatia. Congratulations to Croatia.